Before we really jump into this video, I just want to mention that this video does contain pretty heavy topics such as racism, homophobia, transphobia, what have you. So if any of that kind of stuff bothers you, then please click off of this video. There will be no racism active in this video. We are simply discussing topics that need to be discussed, and that's all that's really happening here. So just a fair warning before we jump into the video, and thanks for watching, of course. Love you guys. Epic Games has been under fire for multiple things going on in Fortnite recently that I myself personally believe is entirely justified and in almost any situation. In case you've kind of been out of the loop, which I mean, I don't blame you, especially if you don't keep up with the game, the Creative Discovery tab has been filled with racist, homophobic, transphobic, whatever, phobia under the sun, whatever you any form of hatred, like just a lot of shit maps have been being published in Discovery over the past like week or two or three. I don't even know how long it's been going on for, probably for years. And it's been going. Epic has been getting caught in the crossfire this time around. I mean, they've been caught in the crossfire in the past, but this time around especially, several people are beginning to voice their concerns and their distaste for what has been going on in Fortnite with creative and with Tim Sweeney supposedly pushing this whole metaverse ideology into Fortnite, which I still have very mixed opinions on in creative terms. It seems like now more than ever that the Fortnite community is beginning to rise up and trying to get their voice to be heard, which I feel like is very, very rare with this community. So many people are on the same page here, and if you're not and you're just trying to be edgy, genuinely seek help, because none of this is funny. Absolutely none of this has been funny. So let's talk about it. So to get the lengthy explanation out of the way, the Fortnite Discovery tab, which is pretty much the thing that you see the moment you open the game. It shows like all these different modes and stuff. Well, that's in realistic, like in reality, that's just a bunch of different maps that you can play. They consider Battle Royale, like one of the core Fortnite modes, to just be a Fortnite map. I don't really agree with that, since I see that more as a core game mode, such as how I see Lego Fortnite as a core mode, or Rocket Racing, or Festival, what have you. They are essentially considering like all these different things to be maps, and well, this means that Epic themselves are competing with creators, right? That's kind of what's been set up with Discovery ever since the drop of UEFN. You know, they open up the floodgates for people to publish whatever maps they want. They can make money off of their maps, etc., etc., right? Okay, so they're really investing in this metaverse idea. Well, first it got a bunch of employees fired, which I mean that's horrible. And I mean, like, I personally had a lot of negativity looking into that. There's been a lot of layoffs in the last year with the gaming industry as a whole. But it's just the Epic Games one really stung for me, just because I know what's happening with Fortnite, with how they're trying to push it more as a platform rather than just a game, which I think is fucking stupid. But whatever, you know. I mean, we got Fortnite Festival out of it, so I'm not gonna complain. But when it comes to opening the floodgates like that, just willy nilly, it feels like Epic did little to no preparation, and now we're here where we are. In case you don't know, in order to get your creative app published, believe me, I've been through this multiple times, you need your game to be published, like, bleh, can't think. You need to get your game published officially through the creator portal, which, you know, you can just kind of sign up for, you get access to all that kind of stuff. You know, you have to be 18 to publish a map, all that good shit. You don't need a creator code anymore. I mean, you reserve a code when you get one, but, you know, you don't keep the creator code. And then when you go and publish your map, it goes through moderation. So some moderation group or whatever at Epic will go through and they'll moderate your map. They'll kind of check over it, make sure that it's appropriate, make sure that everything is good, fair, all that good shit. And then they'll allow your map to be published. That is how it works. And in my personal opinion, That's normal. That's perfectly normal. They want to make sure things are going to be fair. They don't want bad things going on to Discovery, because that could look bad to investors, that could look bad to other creators, and overall it could hurt their game as a whole. The problem here is that they haven't really been doing that now, have they? Epic Games almost constantly has been approving maps such as Jamaica Zone Wars, American Zone Wars, I'm just gonna say it right now, Niger Zone Wars, blatantly racist things. The worst one, at least in my opinion, because this is so blatantly racist, was Monkey Box PvP or something along those lines. I don't know, but it is downright disgusting that this stuff is even being published in Fortnite Creative. Epic is allowing these things, and what's even worse is stuff like this basically goes up almost every day, and there's a lot of stuff like this that has not been taken down yet. Epic Games is not really taking the action that needs to be taken in order to ensure that this platform is even able to stay afloat. Imagine you're logging on to Fortnite, and the first thing you see is racism or homophobia just in some random app, and it's like, oh, it's Zone Wars with a twist, or it's box fighting with a twist, and it's just some hodgepodge bullshit map that just fucking sucks dick. Imagine seeing that. Okay, look, this is bad. Like, it's genuinely bad. To anyone with a brain, this is like the worst thing imaginable. I publish creative maps. I work on a Battle Royale map. It's called Legends Battle Royale. I put my fucking heart and soul into that, and it doesn't get nearly enough plays, yet maps like these are getting like 9K players concurrently, which confuses the ever-loving fuck out of me. I am genuinely confused on as to how stuff like this is even allowed in Fortnite. What's even worse is that these map creators, they are promoting these maps in some of the most racist way possible. I don't know if there's like some sort of a Fiverr thing you can do, but they've been getting people from those third world countries to film advertising for these PvP maps, blatantly spitting in those cultures' faces. It's just fucking racist. I don't know how the fuck you can't see that. It's fucking racist. So obviously, most of the same people in the Fortnite community began to speak up. They began to be like, hey, Tim Sweeney, this isn't fucking working. You gotta fix this. You gotta do something about this. We haven't seen anything from Tim Sweeney yet. He has not made a single fucking statement on this issue. And that's bad. He is the CEO of Epic Games. He has been with Epic Games since the very beginning, and he has this whole metaverse ideology. He wants the future to be user-generated content, that kind of stuff, something to bring people together. That's awesome, but you're going about it in the worst way possible. Fortnite is not built to be a platform. It is a battle royale game. And I mean, I understand Lego Fortnite, Rocket Racing, all of those are fine. I honestly consider them spin-offs of Fortnite to an extent, but it gets to a point where you're making it, you don't know what you're doing. I don't know if he's trying to make a metaverse or if he's trying to like make a platform or what, but it just feels uninviting. If I was a company and I wanted to collaborate with Fortnite potentially, and I logged on or I took a look at it and I saw racism plastered all over the front of the Discovery tab, I wouldn't want in at all. I wouldn't want in to that at all. So here's how you can fix it, right? Get better moderation. I don't know if Epic Games is using, like, I don't know if they have like a team that does moderation. I don't know if it's AI. I don't know how it's done, but you need to improve it. You can't allow things like racism. You can't allow things like AI art to be plastered all over this platform. AI art especially. I'm an artist. I hate AI art. I had a whole kind of like rant on Twitter not long ago over a game called Pal World and how it's using AI and how they're plagiarizing designs and stuff. As an artist, that stuff is disgusting. I hate seeing that kind of stuff. But this is, I'm talking about Fortnite here. I go to the Discovery tab and I see AI art plastered everywhere. It is not art. It is practically plagiarizing. What it does is AI steals pre-existing art and kind of meshes it with other pre-existing art to make something that you put into a prompt. You're not an artist. You put words into a prompt and it generated an image based off of art that other people made. It should be considered stealing. There should be laws in this stuff, but of course there isn't. And I'm not going to get political because this is my YouTube channel, but in all essence, like, that should be bannable. Why is that not fucking bannable? It's just sickening. It's just genuinely sickening. Another thing, you shouldn't allow things like monkey box PvP. It's so blatantly racist. I've said this like a billion times in this fucking video that is blatantly racist. How is your moderation looking at this and thinking, oh yeah, this is fine, this is passable? It's baffling to me, and I don't understand. I genuinely do not understand how something like this could pass moderation, and I want to know. I want to know what is going on in the heads of these moderators that are moderating these maps. I genuinely want to know. And then another thing is the whole payout thing. Look, I understand if you want to give back to creators, but you have to fire over 800 employees because somebody was making more money than you were. You are actively losing money on this whole creative process. It can work. Believe me, it can work. But you have to do it right. And so far, you're not doing it right. And lastly, Tim, okay, listen, I'm about to be really mature with you here. I see what you're doing. I understand where your mind is coming from. You clearly want to make something amazing, something that brings people together. But if you ask me, you haven't really been doing it the best. I'm not a game developer, but I can clearly see that what you're doing here isn't necessarily working to the best of your ability. There were some maps early on that seemed pretty promising. I remember the whole Airphoria thing, but it's clear to me that a lot of that kind of stuff is just brand tie-ins. You're collaborating with them, and then they're using the tools that you gave them to make something. And if you ask me, that's not enough. UEFN is very far off from creating experiences that people really want to play. And I mean, I don't think it's gonna be at a point where people are wanting to play these maps genuinely every day for a while. Battle Royale still has almost 1 million players across the different modes every day. Fortnite Festival is striving, Lego Fortnite is striving, Rocket Racing, it was a good idea, but I feel like it kind of failed already. It really seems like they have an idea here. They know what they want to do, but they don't know how to execute it. Tim, figure it out. Please, just take time. Realize that some of the stuff that you're doing isn't working, and work around that. Make it better. Improve things instead of doubling down on what you're already doing. And lastly, quit complaining about Apple online. Look, I don't like Apple either, but you lost the goddamn court case. Just drop it and take the L, dude. Please just give us a statement on what you're planning to do with creative and all of that. Please just tell us. Just tell us, like, hey, we're working on this. This is what we're doing to prevent this kind of stuff from the future. We're gonna make this platform even better. Just come on. All we're asking for is a goddamn statement. At this point, though, I don't think we're gonna get one. If Tim hasn't already thought of up a statement, or if Epic hasn't already thought of a statement or a way to prevent this kind of stuff, I don't know what's gonna happen. I feel like if these maps continue to be published and these low quality, low effort things continue to be published, then it's just gonna shove this game that they've spent 6 years turning into a sort of hub, a sort of platform, a metaverse, I guess you could say, down the fucking drain. I don't want to see that happen. I love Fortnite, guys. I genuinely love this game. I am passionate about this game, and I don't want to see it fall off the face of the earth because someone was so incompetent that they couldn't fix their goddamn monetization or moderation or anything of that sort, and they just let it fall off. It would hurt. It would hurt so many people. This game is the reason I'm even doing YouTube still. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I've been planning on doing other forms of content, but this is the one that has stuck with me, and I don't want to see it fall to bits. I love the game. I genuinely love the game. It's given me so many memories, so many like good times. And while I do think the state of the game is still pretty good right now, all things considered, if a bit boring in VR standards, I don't know. I just want the game to be good. I want it to thrive. I want it to stay alive. I want it to stay afloat. And if this shit keeps happening, it's not gonna stay afloat. So please, Epic Games, I'm asking you right now, fix your fucking game. Fix your shit. This is the only time I'm ever going to ask this. Fix Fortnite. And that is all. I'll see you guys in another video. Later.